Good evening, everybody. What we're doing tonight is we are going to, let me get this camera flipped around. I guess I don't know how to do that. What we're going to do is weld handles out of some 5/8 round stock. We're going to weld handles on that welding table. What we're going to do is we're going to take this, cut it, take a torch to it, bend it on the ends, and then weld it. Maybe we'll make a couple pieces of that. We're going to weld it here on the back end and one of the edges. Over here probably about a 20-inch piece. That will allow this table to be picked up and set against the wall over here. Now, this welding table I had to make to weld up the window well grates, that project that I had filmed earlier. There, I flipped the camera around. So yes, we are going to be welding handles on this welding table. Not only will they serve as something to grab onto while we move it up and out of the way so we can get the cars back in here, it'll also serve as a place to hang my clamps. So we're going to make this out of 5/8 inch round stock I have down here, and we are going to get that cut up in this chop saw out here, probably about 20-inch pieces. And we're going to take this little oxyacetylene torch setup, and we're going to heat that metal up and bend the ends so that it will be able to be welded onto the ends of this table. So we are going to take and measure off about, we want to make the handles on the table about 20 inches long. So with the bends I'm going to put on the end, so something to weld onto the table with, I'm going to make it about 24 inches and a quarter. Again, this is 5/8 inch round stock. So we'll make a mark there, and we'll get ready to cut it with the chop saw. So we'll get that moved around here. And of course, the first thing we want to do is get our eyes on our safety specs. I'm gonna put this, let me see if I can flip this camera around. I'm having a hard time. I can't figure out how to flip this damn thing around while it's recording. This is bullshit, man. I gotta stop this and start it every time I want to flip this stupid iPhone camera. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is try to get this torch kit fired up. Now, it's just a little cheapo deal that I bought from somebody who was selling this. I guess their dad, they somehow got their dad's tools anyways, and they were selling them. So the story goes. So we're going to first try to, I want to show you something here where I had come up with a solution to the T-handle that normally goes onto those acetylene bottles. I bought a refrigeration type tool, something that an HVAC guy may use, and this seems to fit the 3/16 hex nut, or I'm sorry, square nut on this acetylene bottle just perfectly, so that I'm able to open and close this thing with a long handled ratchet wrench. So to start with, we're going to want to crack this acetylene bottle open, maybe like just a little bit, maybe maybe a quarter turn there was all it took for that. And the oxygen bottle, we're going to want to crack open. You open these by just cracking until you get PSI, and then you open it all the way. I think these things seal 2 ways, fully closed and all the way open. So there. Now we're going to set the oxygen regulator to about 20, 25. Since I'm just heating metal to bend it, I'm going to go about 20. Maybe just a hair over. With the acetylene, I'm going to open that up to about 5 or 6 here. Well, just a hair over 5. Maybe that's 6. And again, I'm just heating up this round stock here. I've got it in the vise actually. So I've already marked off the spot where I'm going to try to heat this up and bend. That's why I've got the acetylene torch set where it is. I'm not cutting anything tonight. So we're going to go ahead and fire that thing up and start bending this round stock. I've got my Shade 5 lenses. Again, with when I purchased those tanks off of Craigslist, it also came with a little toolbox there full of lenses and strikers and markers, some other torch accessories on the bottom. Let's get this thing fired up. Torch little heat shrink on there. That's what I bought the other day. Like I said, I don't know why I thought that would be a good idea for handles. I mean, that's not the intent of this stuff technically, but it's kind of a multi-purpose thing when you think about it. Just something to grab onto, something for the hands. So you can grab on bare steel and then moving this big table around. I'll say one thing, although I was able to slide this over that bent end, in hindsight it would have been a lot easier to put this shrink on first. However, when I was dealing with a hot torch, I suspect this stuff would have started to shrink under the steel while I was heating up one end or the other. So there's really no way around that. I'd like to put this on after the ends were bent.